Street 5215, roger, turn left on runway 1, left on Echo, ground point 901 off.
Left on 1, left on Echo, switch to ground. Blue Street 5215, thanks.
Millennium 560, Savannah Tower, runway 1, fly runway heading, clear for takeoff.
Runway 1, clear for takeoff, runway heading, Millennium 560.
Ground, United 1074 off gate 5, taxi, Indian. 10 Fox Echo, United 1074.
JetBlue 50, wind 080 at 7, fly runway heading, runway 10, clear for takeoff. JetBlue 50, contact departure.
Big ground, airport 35 is Alpha Shore 10, like to proceed up to the north end.
United 1074 tower, wind 0706, fly runway heading, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
Continue direct to the signature ramp, landed there will be a going risk, 646 runway 1, turn right heading 060, clear for takeoff, traffic to Gulfstream on 3 mile final to 10. Utah, wind 130 at 10. Execute your climb out instructions and contact departure 125. Ground 27 Hotel Papa, clear up 180. Clear Papa, roger, execute your climb out instructions, contact departure 120.4.
We'll do the climb out and over to departure, have a good one.
60-minute tower, runway 10, continue traffic at the D6 position.
1 Echo, point 9, we're seeing the way out, American 1715.
275, look to Papa, you're following the D6, step to your left, short final runway 10, reported.
Savannah ground, Gulf Test 96, exiting at Alpha, taxi to the factory.
275, look to Papa, roger, base interior scratch, runway 10, clear for the option.
Alpha, hold short of runway 1's departure in.
Continue to runway 10, fly runway heading, clear for takeoff.
Tower, fly runway heading, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
We are going to shelf there, ma'am. Alpha, Alpha 1 to the ramp, Blue Street 5215.
Departure November 365, Gulf Alpha, 1400 climbing 3000 on the runway.
Or 275 Hotel Papa, runway 1, clear for takeoff in our left traffic, runway 10, traffic is the Gulfstream on a 4.5 mile final to runway 10. Victor Papa Charlie Mike Lima, Savannah Tower, runway 10, fly runway heading, clear for takeoff. And Gulfstream 5, Gulf Alpha, left turn, Bravo ground, point 9, good day.
My impression of other airports is probably not fair because I'm prejudiced here. But I think we have a unique atmosphere here. It's reflective of the community we live in.
Savannah's a great airport. It has such a sense of place.
I think it does the Southern hospitality thing really well.
When you come through, you know you're in the South. You know you're in Savannah.
It's the first and last impression of any visitor coming to and from the city.
We hear it time and time again from visitors that, boy, your airport is one of the most special experiences of the whole visit to Savannah.
Think about that for just a minute. So you just stepped off the aircraft. Might be your first time to Savannah. It might be your first time to Hilton Head Island. But that airport makes such a huge impact to the visitor arriving or to the resident coming back home. It is such a great, great feel.
Savannah is one of the top 100 airports in the country. But the other thing that Savannah is in the top 10 airports with Condé Nast Traveler magazine, with Travel and Leisure magazine. Both of those magazines and its readers have awarded Savannah as one of the top 10 best airports in the country.
Oh, I think this is one place where the residents can be proud of their community and they can be proud of their airport. Because this is the best representation of the city.
Well, when I came to the airport in '85, we were on the other side. People probably don't even remember that now, off of Dean Forest Road. We had 4 gates, and we enplaned about 500,000 passengers at that time. Now I think Greg is doing about 1.3 million passengers.
Now we have 22 nonstop flights around the U.S.
The growth is incredible. Enplanements have grown by something like 50% in the past 4 years.
So what we call in our industry the load factor, meaning how full are your flights, our flights are full all the time.
Lots of communities around the country are struggling for air service. Savannah has new carriers, more service, more routes, lower fares. It's really great for the community.
An airport is like its own little city.
There's so much that you don't know about an airport, about the airport industry, about the impact of your local airport on the community.
You know, you got hotels here, you got restaurants here, you got the golf course, you got the National Guard, you got 10,000 Gulfstream employees. So you got all of the general aviation. So it's not, a lot of people fly out and think it's just the airlines here, where it's a whole nother world on the other side.
So we have about 1,400 members that are part of the Georgia Air National Guard here in Savannah. We are growing, we're expanding our mission, we're expanding our role and supporting the Department of Defense. And the C-130 is one of the aircraft that you might see flying overhead Savannah each and every day.
It's not just a question of planes flying in and flying out. It's people that are willing partners to work with us as we improve our community and we improve our industry.
And to have the kind of caliber of companies that are expanded in Savannah, that are coming to Savannah, that are looking at Savannah, it is just truly remarkable.
A lot of airports today talk about using the airport to attract manufacturing, to attract business. Savannah's been ahead of that game for a long time.
The Savannah International Airport is very proactive in being prepared for that future business.
It's a benefit to have operators such as Sheltair here to handle the business jets that come in, that the hangars we build to lure the business jets in here, to lure the businesses to grow in Savannah or move into Savannah.
And I'm very excited to see the steps that the airport is taking to be in a position to welcome that new business when it arrives.
Gulfstream's a very key partner, I think, of the airport.
We opened our doors in 1967 with 100 employees, and today here in Savannah we have nearly 10,000 employees. Growth has been attributable to Gulfstream's business success, but it's also attributable to the business partnership and the business success we've had working together with the airport in the city and others.
They've attracted Gulfstream, they've set them up on the airport, they've created manufacturing positions and its aeronautical use. It's making the best use of this airport for an aviation customer.
Today, the Savannah Airport has more business airplane maintenance done here than any other airport in the world.
Well, Gulfstream, as everybody knows, is important to our region, and one of our jobs is to make sure that if Gulfstream wants to expand, we try to make sure that if they expand here, that we can support it. It's a great partnership that we enjoy, and it's worked very well over the years, and it continues to work well today. This portion of the airport is called the southeast quadrant of the airport, and this is the best land on the airport. You can see how the general aviation community is spread out. Plans in place to start potential development that we're going to clean up and open up for aviation development. And this is what's left of the old terminal building. A lot of people in Savannah have a lot of memories there. They had to say goodbye, but it's for the good of the community and the region. Airports are economic engines, and our job is to make sure that this airport is ready to support any economic development opportunities related to aviation that make themselves available. And over the past 4 years, we've been pretty fortunate to attract additional air service with more to come. Things are progressing nicely.
Many airports around the country right now are struggling for air service, are losing carriers. That's not the case in Savannah. In Savannah, there's robust growth. There's new carriers that have been attracted to the airport over the past few years. That's resulted in more competition, lower fares, more choice in the community. That's great for the community. I think for Savannah, the future is very bright.
They set a good vision for where they're going. They've put together a strategic plan and a capital improvement plan that shows everybody, including the FAA, what the plan is down the road.
There's a really well thought out expansion plan for the airport. There's a lot of community support for that. I'd say the future's very bright for Savannah.
It really comes down to very thoughtful tradition of great decision-making over the years.
They keep up with the trends in the industry, but we're always ready and we seem to be ahead of what's about to happen.
The Savannah Airport has been on a rocket ship ride over the past 4 years in terms of growth.
And so as we look into the future, that same airport, that same leadership has entirely the same vision, and that's continuing to grow the airport, continuing to grow the number of gates that it has, and continue to grow the number of flights.
The enplanements have grown by 50%, unbelievable growth rate.
I think the future of Savannah is bullish.
Aviation in Savannah has grown and morphed into something that's a true economic engine for not only Savannah, but for Hilton Head, Bluffton, the whole region.
It's a win-win for the airport, for its airline partners, and for the community.